Hey, what's up everyone, it's Eddie Anime, back here with another video, but I know, I said I'll be back within a week, or two, which I guess I'm technically on my second week, but it makes sense, because I kinda got sick, and I'm still kinda sick, it's just I'm feeling a little better, so I thought I'd record, if that makes sense, hopefully. So, yeah, I just haven't really got any comments on what ifs that you guys want me to restart first. So I'm just gonna assume that you guys probably want the Harem series rebooted. But that's not necessarily the series that I'm probably gonna do, to be honest with you. I don't know. But I was listening, I'll be honest with you. I was listening to this what if called What If Naruto Was an Uzumaki Uchiha Senju, which was made by Quadex, which, you know, he does only fanfics, if you know what I mean. By that, it gave your sub to him. So I don't know why I said if you know what I mean. But basically, he ended the series at part 24. And I'm just saying this right now, before I get into the intro, is if you want me to do that series, honestly, I wouldn't mind fucking doing it, because I listened to it. It left off on a fucking cliffhanger because he just fucking quit doing it. And if you guys see any of his old series that you'd like me to, like, you know, read the story and shit, I would be more than fucking willing to. Because a lot of those old series of his that he just quit doing, it's just the fact that he either quit getting views on the videos, or it's just he just lost interest in it. So, to be honest with you, I will gladly fucking read one of those series of his. Like, not of his, but, you know, the series that he had up on his channel that he was reading, yeah. You know what I hope you know what I mean. But you have to be more than glad to fucking do that. And see, that's the thing, for me, I would probably record an hour of me exactly fucking reading that, but adding a little motion, a little voice, and stuff like that into that. And I would probably make it maybe better than his is. What I mean by that is because he does, you know, like 20 minutes if you've subbed to it, which really isn't enough time because you barely just like start getting into the shit, and the shit's already ending. But I guess it makes sense for a YouTuber like him. He just puts out a lot of shit so he can make more money. And an alarm's going off. Lovely. But yeah, continuing on. So I'm gonna record. What if Naruto went back in time? Part 1, which for part 2 to come out, I just wanted a simple like goal of 25 likes, which I'll either post it tomorrow or the day after, depending on when it hits 25 likes. And if you guys want another part today, get it to 30 likes. Alright? So, we start off this story. I have to go into the future. Fucking 32-year-old Naruto. Let's just start off there, alright? So Naruto basically goes about having like Naruto, all that shit. Damn it. Get the fuck up. Get the F out. Alright, sorry for that interruption. My cat wanted out and he opened my door. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So basically Naruto, everything happens the same in Boruto essentially. And if you're caught up on the manga of Boruto, let's just say that shit doesn't happen. Just some like weird ceiling shit. I don't know. Okay, how about this? Actually, nah. This is how I'm gonna do it. Because instead he goes back in his old body, it's not gonna work that way. I'm gonna change things up a little bit. Change up my what if and change up like what everyone else does for goes back in time. So Naruto is on near death state. And the turtle that Sasuke saved, let's just say he saved a turtle. A time turtle, to be more exact. And the turtle, Sasuke's already dead. Boruto is going on a rampage, being a dipshit. He is. No one likes him. And let's just say the turtle's like, alright, I'll help you back. I'll help you. send you back to the past. So Naruto gains all of his power back. Kurama doesn't get killed, all that shit, which is saying none of that shit. So Naruto gets sent back in time. And when he realized what time he was in 6 months before his birth. So Naruto appeared in the Hidden Leaf Village. He went to sign up as a ninja. So his skills get tested. He becomes a genin. No matter he's a fucking, But yeah, so basically he becomes a genin. And in 6 months he could become a Chunin. Simply put. So Naruto just trains essentially a little bit, goes on D rank missions, C and B rank also, but mainly C and D. Occasional D because he just has the Shadow Clone do it, and he just does it within literally a second or two, because man moves at the speed of light. And that happens for about 4 months. He gets promoted to Chunin by the Fourth Hokage. And the Fourth Hokage asks Naruto what's his last name. Naruto just says he's an offbreed Uzumaki, essentially. And, sorry. It's just pain. So, he fucking... Damn it, why am I cussing? I swear not to cuss as much. Okay. So he basically goes like, alright, so it's an offbreed Uzumaki, but still, what's your other name? And then Naruto was honestly, I was born outside his birth line is, mother had relations. Naruto was trying to keep everything secret. Minato had his Anbu watching over Naruto to make sure there was no sus activities happening. And essentially, the Nine Tails attack happens. No one gets blamed for it. Uchihas do. Naruto tries calming down the Uchihas, but one thing changes within this timeline. Besides the fact that Naruto's back in time, it's the fact that Naruto's younger self became cold. Joking, nothing like that. But the only other change would be, honestly, it would be the fact that Naruto probably would have been blamed for the Nine Tails attack. Just because he showed up 6 months before the Nine Tails. And then Hiruzen knew that Naruto didn't do it to the... Mema Uzumaki at the time, because that's the name that Naruto's going under. So, he figured that he didn't do anything. Naruto, basically, the same thing happens with Naruto. And then, Naruto, a future Naruto. Actually, I'll just call him Mema, so I don't confuse the hell out of y'all, alright? So, Mema decides to help out Naruto when he's young, and make sure he gets proper treatment and stuff like that. And also, Mema becomes Chunin, and he slowly makes a reputation for himself, even better reputation than Kakashi and shit. Almost as good as Minato's reputation, essentially. But Naruto hasn't revealed Casey and shit like that. But because it would be odd having 2 Nine Tails to cheer the case, especially since the past Kurama. Sorry, I should say Mema. Did I say Mema? I don't remember. Fucking hell. But basically, it would be kind of odd having Kurama since Kurama, if you know what I mean. So yeah, basically Naruto hasn't used that, but he's already strong enough on his own to be Kage level, if you know what I mean. The man's is literally effing strong. And so Mema trains Naruto in the way of the shinobi, so Naruto's not as naive, but he still has that naivete. It's the fact that Naruto is stronger. He would be about his genin level, essentially, in strength in the academy. So yes, that means Naruto become more of an Rookie of the Year. Gets those bitches. I was not trying to fucking say that, but I guess my brain just wanted me to say that. But yeah, so basically he's the women. But Sasuke still gets women also. But between everyone, let's just say either Tamari. What I mean by that is Tamari would most likely fall for Naruto over Sasuke. The whole reason why I'm saying that is because blonde. Joking. But continuing on. He basically gets every female. He graduates. Rookie of the Year. He's put on Kakashi's team. Because, Kakashi. Yeah. We all know the whole thing with Kakashi. So no point continuing on with that. So Mema becomes an Anbu. Simply put. Alright. Well, still training Naruto on the side. And then while Naruto was doing the D-rank missions, Naruto told Mema told Naruto the fucking true purpose between multi-Shadow-Clone jutsus. So Naruto started using them in the D-rank missions while he trained with Mema, which, sorry if I'm confusing you all, but about the Mema thing, which is Naruto just fucking saying. I get one commenter that just skipped ahead to this part. But continuing on. So basically Naruto gets trained by Mema for quite a while. And then the C rank mission happens, which, turns into B or A rank. Which it eventually turns into A rank because Zabuza. But still, continuing on. So basically Naruto goes on it with his team, but Naruto's like mid-tuning level. So he noticed the water puddle because he's been trained by effing Kage, for crying out loud. The fucking god of shinobi he was trained by. So Naruto, not being as naive and shit, he picked up on shit like that easier. So as he walked by, the two Chunin brothers jumped out, attacked, seamlessly acted like they killed Kakashi. Naruto was the first one to act. He appeared, grabbing both of their faces or heads, smashing them together, and knocking them out cold. And he did that with Chunin level speed. So Naruto tied them up. Kakashi put them under Genjutsu so he can find out why in the hell they're there. And they found out that they were after bridge builder Tazuna. And basically they make a team vote. They all continuing on, but Kakashi compliments Naruto's speed. And the reason I'm doing the no bell test thing is because that would come in handy later when Kakashi's talking about his team. So that's why I didn't do it, so you don't comment, why didn't you do that? So Naruto they continued on, but a scroll was sent back to the Hidden Leaf, asking for Shinobi backup. So Hiruzen had one of his trusted Anbu, Mima, which would have been known as Hawk, I guess. Actually, no, let's say Kyuubi. So Fox, no, let's just call him fucking Fox. We said Kyuubi. So yeah, he was known as Fox, because he was wearing a fox mask. And so Naruto appeared, and he goes, "Yes, Lord, third." And Hiruzen goes like, "Kakashi's team needs backup, and also can you seal the two Chunin brothers?" And Naruto says yes right away, and then he vanished. And he basically went and appeared and sealed up, essentially, he appeared back in the Hidden Leaf with the effing two Chunin brothers, and then gave him over to the, I forget the name of the division, the interrogation division. So they got interrogated, all that stuff for information. And Naruto caught up with the shinobi, which he caught up to them when they made it to Tazuna's house. And Inari was acting like himself, essentially. So he was acting like a greedy little bastard. But, yeah, it is what it is. And hang on a second, everyone. I need to get a drink. So Naruto shows up. Sakura opens the door. So she goes like, "So you're the backup, essentially, being Sakura." But something then like Naruto walks in, goes checks on Kakashi, does a little bit of medical ninjutsu. Okay, he just runs a little bit of Kyuubi's chakra through Kakashi, so Kakashi wouldn't be tired, exhausted, and he'd be healed. Chakra exhausted. That's what I meant to say. Not tired, exhausted, but chakra exhausted. And also, you'd be healed. So Kakashi was still sleeping, but about an hour and a half later, Naruto was just sitting in the dining room, helping, not setting, but helping Inari's mom cook, because he's a respectful guy. And then, so Naruto basically just after that, so he helps her cook. They cook some, I don't know, some good food. I'll just say that. Kakashi wakes up to the smell of the food, and he sees Naruto. And he recognizes exactly who in the hell Naruto was, or should I say Mimba, in this case, because that's Naruto's fake identity. And then, why does this bed have to be so squeaky? And then basically Kakashi goes, "Oh, so they're sending the best out of the best." Naruto goes like, "Yeah," because in this case, Naruto is an S rank. Sorry, should I say Mimba is an S rank shinobi. So yeah. So basically, Sasuke, not Naruto, because Naruto already knew tree and water walking, because Mimba trained Naruto, which is Naruto training Naruto, essentially. But yeah, so Naruto already knew it, so Sakura and Sasuke got trained on it. Well, Mimba just trained Naruto on the Rasengan without anyone else knowing, which he's been training Naruto on it, and he just finally helped Naruto complete it with one hand. And he was just training him on how to make it bigger and more powerful. So basically, that's what Naruto spent his week on training. He finally got it complete, but he was chakra exhausted. So he was left in Tazuna's house with Inari and Inari's mother, which would be Tazuna's daughter. So he was left there, and essentially, Naruto just fucking. Sorry for cussing again. It's a bad habit. Trying to get out of it, but continuing on. So he basically wakes up after a little bit. He goes down, eats what's left over from breakfast, and then he runs off to go catch up to the others. But then he gets this bad sense, and then basically the getting passed on came back and saved Inari and all that stuff, giving his big old speech and stuff like that, changing Inari. And basically real Naruto, or should I say future Naruto, which is Mimba, is just hiding in the shadows watching Naruto, because that's the best thing he can do, because he doesn't want to change the timeline too much, if you know what I mean. He just wants Naruto to get strong, aka himself get strong, but he's helping him get strong. So when Haku basically similarly does that, Naruto hits Haku from outside with the Rasengan, which breaks Haku's mask, revealing, to everyone that Haku's Haku. Essentially, I guess. So, Naruto does that, and Haku is honestly shocked that she just got. Why in the hell did I just say she? It's a he, and he's a trap. So, yeah, he basically just got his ass handed to him by effing Guinean, that is Chunin speeds. But he didn't, Naruto only used high tier Guinean speeds at that point. So basically, the fight continues on as it did in canon a little bit, but Naruto pulling out like wind style, wind bullet, wind gust, stuff like that, and the Rasengan. And then Naruto also was taught by Mima on how to use fire style. Because you gotta remember, future Naruto, which is Mima, is indeed literally, or should I say, according to the data books about Naruto, Kage Naruto, he has 3 Heka Genkais, which would be Boil, Lava, and Magnet Release. And he has all 5 chakra natures. He's mastered every single one, according to the data book. He has Yin and Yang Release, and he has Yin and Yang Kurama, which basically makes him the most broken motherfucker out there. And he has portions of all the other Beast. Just a little side note. So it doesn't make sense that Naruto could train, Mima, in this case, because that's Naruto's identity, can train younger Naruto on fire release. Especially since Mima's been training Naruto ever since he was 5. So before he entered into the academy. And also I guess I should say this. Naruto and Sasuke are closer in this one, which will lead to something else happening in the future, which I can't spoil because I don't want to. So basically, Naruto continues on fighting with Sasuke, and basically Sasuke awakens his Sharingan, and he's seen that Naruto had his back turned at the worst time possible. And the person the remedy was about to capitalize on it. So Sasuke appeared, blocking the Senbone from hitting Naruto, and essentially making Naruto think that he's dead. And the reason why for this is because of the fact that right before all that shit, right as he's seen all that stuff heading towards Naruto, some flashbacks of Naruto helping Sasuke and Sasuke helping Naruto. So basically the friendship raced through Sasuke's head last second, and his body just moved on his own. And yeah, so he appeared saving Naruto, or he thought saving Naruto would have actually dodged it. After all, Naruto's already become a little bit of a censor and stuff. But not too of an elite one, but he's just already started becoming a censor, simply put. So Naruto loses himself after Sasuke gives his whole little speech about killing Itachi, all that stuff, and Naruto vows to help him, or vows to kill Itachi. He vows to just do something along that line, alright? And then Naruto basically loses himself to Kurama's chakra, and he beats the shit out of Haku. And actually, this time, he beats the living shit out of Haku to the point where Haku can barely even move himself. So when Zabuza was about to get stabbed with the Chidori, he does. And Haku just fell down, crying, and Naruto, the Mima, I should say, appeared down, and then ended Haku's suffering by stabbing him straight through his heart with Chidori, or Purple Lightning, as we know in fucking Naruto. So yeah, and basically real Naruto, basically everything happens as canon from there, essentially. Besides the fact that Zabuza doesn't kill all those people, it's Naruto that beats them all up. Or should I say future Naruto? He just goes through and kills them all. Every single one. So there would be no future issue, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Also, I don't know why I keep on saying if you know what I mean. But I just think it's because I'm so out of shape of doing YouTube. Not out of shape in real life, but luckily, because I stay in shape. I'm just out of shape of doing YouTube, so I just feel like everyone doesn't know what I mean. I guess that's my fault. But yeah. So Naruto kills everyone because this Naruto has seen his wife die. He's seen his best friend die. So he's, you know, less fucking nice. So, the bridge gets built. Sorry, everyone. So the bridge gets built. Naruto just, sorry, Emma helps build it. So the bridge gets done 2 times as fast. Actually, no, let's just say fucking, no, Emma does not help build it. This goes back to the main event. Because this mission's done. Also, sorry if there's just changing like audio every time. It's the fact that I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So basically, Naruto, Mima heads back to the village after, killing all those people. He goes back and says it was a success and Kakashi's team would be back in a week. And, so basically Naruto, real Naruto, still gets called the hero of Fuchsia Village? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't remember. Holy hell. Also, I'm surprised I remember all this shit. But I guess it could be the fact I've been listening to some actually pretty good videos. Which my content I don't think is as good. Doesn't matter. Especially since I just got back into this stuff. So basically Naruto is... Sorry, not Naruto. The bridge is still called the Great Naruto Bridge. Naruto gets back to the hidden village and leaves. He gets his pay, all that stuff. And for about another week or 2, he does D ranks. But by Minma, he gets told that the Chunin exams are coming up. So Naruto trains him to be low Jonin level in skill. So they train during those 2 weeks. Sorry, did I say 2 weeks or 2 months? Fuck it, I'll just say a month. Yeah, just say I said 2 weeks. Fuck it. Sorry if I said 2 months. But for 2 weeks, Naruto, you did D ranks missions for 2 weeks. But Naruto trained him for, Mima trained Naruto for 2 weeks. And teaching him other jutsus. And eventually teaching him some other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Mima helped Naruto awaken his all 5 chakra natures. Simply put, I'm just saying that, alright? I know that Naruto, in the actual canon, awakened all of his chakra natures due to fucking Sage of 6 Path mode. Which, because of the fucking, what's it called? But still, I'm just gonna say that Naruto helped him awake his chakra, fucking natures, alright? And if you have a problem with that, then sorry. It's the fact that I want Naruto to have a little more potential here than he did in canon, alright? Alright. So basically, Naruto awakens, he already has, his other chakra affinities awakened and stuff. It's just the fact that he can't use them that well. So Naruto trains him on being able to use them. And the one that he focuses on most would be lightning. So Naruto already knows a decent amount of wind, 2 fire styles, which would be fire shuriken, which would be, and also fire style fireball jutsu. So Mima's training Naruto on to use some lightning style. And he teaches him the less speedful Chidori, which would be purple lightning. And eventually Naruto picks up on it within those 2 weeks. Actually, no, I'll say it'd take him about 5 days. Because the power of Shadow Clones is broken. But so yeah, basically Naruto picked up on it in 5 days. And then within the last other couple days, Naruto was just training with it for the last 2 days after that. So Naruto had 7 more days to go, essentially, of training. So Menma decided to teach Naruto one of his favorite jutsus, Hiromo Sexuno. Nah, I'm joking. But basically he teaches him water style, water dragon jutsu. And the reason I'm saying this would be Naruto's favorite, honestly, I don't know. It's just plot, I guess. So he teaches Naruto water style, water dragon jutsu. It took Naruto about 6.5 days to get it properly. And then after that, Mema, which would be Naruto still, for the people that are getting confused, basically heals Naruto by using a little bit of his KCM chakra. And also refills all of Naruto's chakra. Pulls and also gets rid of the strain of fatigue on himself, on his younger self. So, and basically, so Naruto would have rest of the day to train on that water dragon, jutsu. So basically, he trained for the rest of the day. He was able to get down the hand signs from, like, I don't know how many proper hand signs there is to that. I think it's 15 or some shit like that. But he gets it down from 15 to 10. And correct me if I'm wrong, if it's higher than 15 or if it's lower than 15. Feel free to do that in the comments. Also, I guess I should say this now. Comment any questions you have about anything. I don't really give a fuck. Or if you don't have anything, just comment E in the comments down below. I do respond to all comments if they are asking a question or something like that. And also, I do read every comment. But yeah, continuing on. So Naruto basically... Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but hopefully you guys didn't. But basically Naruto gets it down to 10 hand signs, and then for the lightning style, like purple lightning, which would be the purple Chidori essentially, he gets that. I don't know if there's actually any hand signs for that, I don't know. So I'm not going to say that he gets it down a certain amount. I'm just going to say he perfects it, essentially. So, oh yeah, also his substitution jutsu, Naruto can do it without any hand signs. So essentially he could do it on will. And the multi-shot clone jutsu, I'm just saying this because I don't care if you think I'm making him too broken. It's just I don't want Sasuke to be able to copy all of Naruto's moves. So Naruto gets down the multi-shot clone jutsu down to one hand sign. The what's it called? Transformation jutsu down to one hand sign also. I'm pretty sure it's like 5. Still doesn't matter. He gets it down to 1. And then Naruto basically gets told about the Chunin exams on the basically going on 3rd week and stuff on the very first day, and Sasuke and Kakashi's like, yeah, it's in 2 days. And then Naruto runs into Konohamaru. The whole encounter there happens the same, besides the fact that Sakura won't hit Naruto this time, but will hit Konohamaru because she don't give a fuck about whose son you are, or grandson in Konohamaru's case. But basically all that stuff still happens with the Tamara and Kankuro stuff. But when Naruto shows up, he just says, honestly, put down the boy and just go to your hotel and stuff, or whatever the hell. He just says something pretty fucking cool. And then he points out Gaara in the tree. And yeah, so Gaara comes down and threatens Kankuro, all that shit. And then while they're walking away, Gaara asks Naruto for his name. And Naruto says, you need to tell me your name first. So Gaara says he's Gaara of the Sand. Naruto says he's Naruto Uzumaki of the Hidden Leaf. And Tamari thinks in her head, he's not bad looking. Better than half the men in my village. That's her thoughts. And honestly, wouldn't be wrong. Not being gay or anything. It's just the fact that, to be fair, between all the fucking boys in, sorry, this is no homo type shit, but between all the fucking boys in Naruto's year, or with Rock Lee and all that shit. Like Rock Lee, Neji, nah. I don't think any female would find them attractive besides like 10 in the fucking anime. But continuing on. Ow, fuck, turtle. But yeah. Basically, Naruto, I think I'm closing on an hour of recording. So Naruto basically gets the attention of Tamari, Kankuro, and, you know, a certain person that everyone loves called Gaara. And, basically, they just had to do some shit, I don't know, something stupid. Don't really give a fuck. So, this is where I'm gonna leave it off, though, guys. Actually, no, let's do a little more. So they head to the academy so they can do the first test. And they see everyone at the wrong door. Naruto tells Sasuke and Sakura, because this Naruto's actually more in depth with Genjutsu. It's just the fact that Genjutsu is a fool. He just tells them to not tell everyone that it's Genjutsu because it would be easier because it would weed out the weak. And basically they continued on. Rock Lee challenges Sasuke to a fight. Sasuke gets his ass whooped. And Rock Lee gets stuffed by Guy. The whole introduction happens. They all meet with Kakashi before they go into the exams. And yeah, they go in there. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off at. Alright, guys. So if you like this video, please like and comment any comment you have. Even if you don't have a comment, just comment the letter E, for crying out loud. I don't care what comment it is, even if it's, oh, your letter's trash. I don't care. It's just, it might make me not, honestly, it might not give me motivation to record again. Or at least record this video, whatever. But that's the reason why also, that's I guess partially why I just quit recording there for a little bit. Partial loss to motivation, also family issues. But continuing on with that, also, if you get, like I said, if you get this thing to 25 likes, I will make a part 2. It'll come out either tomorrow or the day after, if we get 25 likes. But if this series hits 30 likes, I'll post another part today. Alright? Alright. Peace.